Hello everyone, welcome to the Gantter session. So Gantter is actually it's a project plan, project scheduling, project management tool, and it's a cloud-based uh, project plan tool. You can use it. It's very simple to use. So I'll just give you a demo how to create the project plan, sample project plan. So let's go to this and go to project and click on new. So creating a new project plan, create new project. Type your project, sample project. Calling it sample project plan demo, and you save it. A new project plan template will open. Okay, so now let's start the plan. We have a milestone one. Call it milestone one. You can name it also, whichever text you want to give. So just this is the first one. Start adding the line item. Now the first item is requirement understanding. Okay, with requirement understanding, then requirement review, requirement sign off. Okay. And these are all the sub activity of milestone one. Okay, now you have the design document. Prepare design document, review design document, sign off design document. Then we have development to start. So development for requirement, then you have a review of code, review of unit testing, code review, testing of requirement. You start adding the line. So whatever activity or task that needs to be done in milestone, you can start adding it. Okay, so testing of requirement, then review of requirement, develop requirement, requirement or internal demo and demo to customers, demo to customer. So these are the activities that you have, right? If you see, all of these are activities starting at, if you see the graph representation, everything is starting at the same time. Now all the activity will have a different time to complete. So requirement understanding might take 5 days. Requirement review will take another 2 days. Requirement sign off is another 2 days. Requirement design document 5 days. Preparation review 2 days. Sign off 1 day. Development of requirement could take maybe 10 days or maybe 15 days to develop the requirement. Unit testing 2 days. Code review another 2 days. testing of requirement 5 days, review of the requirement another 2 days, and then the demo to the customer. So 1 day to the demo to the customer. Okay. So now we have everything. Now all the activity has a timeline, right? But the second act, the second activity, which is requirement review, will not start until the requirement understanding is done. So we'll go to the requirement understanding, and requirement review will be done once the requirement understanding is done. Okay. So first start activity, then requirement sign off, then design document will be done when this is done. Okay. When this is prepared, suddenly you can start putting the predecessors. That means what should be done next. Sixth. So development of requirement will be done once the sign off is done. Unit testing is when the development is done, and then code review will be done once the unit testing is done. Testing of requirement is done when the code review is ready and done. Review of developed requirement, we are reviewing it, should be done once the testing is done. And then the demo to the customer will be done once the review and internal demo is done, which is around this one. So now if you see the graph, it shows something is started. The work has started on 18th of July and it is finishing it on 13th of September, right? So this is the project plan. Now once, and it's starting from 18th, right? And if you want, you can start early. So if you want to start, you can start it from it's Monday. It's taking the big days actually. So that is why. So other thing is you want to add the resource now. So we have a resource one. Resource two, resource three, resource four, resource five, resource six, resource seven, resource eight, resource nine, and resource 10. So you got all the team member who's working in it. I mean, in the project, you have included them in the resource plan. So it could be dev or stakeholders. So take out solution architect, business analyst, dev one, dev two, dev three, QA one, QA two, technical writer, customer. So we have got these many team members, stakeholders who will be part of the project, right? So now we'll go to a project plan and start allocating the person. So requirement understanding. So it could be a business analyst. Requirement review. So requirement review. So requirement understanding, then requirement review, technical architect, resource one will sign off. The sign off is done by the customer. Design document is prepared by architect. Review is done again by the business analyst. Sign off is by customer. Development of requirement, dev one, you can have multiple resources also if you want to put. So it's a 15 days activity and 3 resources are working, or maybe it's a 45 days of activity and 3 resources are working. So it should take 15 days. So we have resource one, dev one, dev two, dev three. Okay. Unit testing, dev one, code review, tech arc, testing of requirement QA1 and QA2, review of developed requirement by business analyst, and then the customer sign off. So the project plan is ready now. Now, if you see, the project is started on 18th July and it's finishing on 9th September. But now you come to know that there are a few holidays which needs to be accounted for. So you go to calendar and start marking those days as a holiday. So let's 27th and 28th is holiday. You cleared. You made. We see 28th is 27th is holiday now. So go, and if you want to make something in next month, you can do that also. August, so 15th is holiday, 16th is holiday, right? So now if you see, if you go and see the plan is updated. So earlier it was 11th, now 11th September, now it's showing 14th September. Overall plan has been uh, increased by few more days, right? So this is our plan. If you see the graphical representation, you'll see this is how it is showing. You can also change the color to see every activity. You can change the color for all the tasks. And if you see the graph, it will show the graphical representation for different activity. Click on this, it's a requirement understanding. Next is requirement review, requirement sign off. So it gives a clear pictorial representation of the project plan. If any of the activity which is completed, so you can select that activity and you can update the status to 100% complete. And if you see the status, it shows it's done, right? And if you go and see the graphical representation, it's showing this is done. Now assume that the second activity is just 50% completed. So you mark 50%. And third activity is 60% done, right? So if you go and see the pictorial representation, I will show you that this is how the work is getting. The progress of the work is highlighted here. So you can also create the baseline. Go to manage baseline and you can add the baseline. So 16th July. So when you created the plan, you can add that baseline. And you can add the color also that you want to see the baseline and differentiate it, right? So now this is a baseline. So the project plan which you created today, this is the baseline of the project plan. Now after working up during the execution, you feel that okay, now this is going to take 10 more days. So you updated the plan. Now if you go and see the baseline, click on the baseline, it shows a lot of columns, but I want to see this change in the schedule. I'll go and unselect and just select the duration only and see the baseline duration and the actual duration. So baseline duration was 5 days and the actual duration is 10 days. So this shows the difference, and this is very good to see the deviation in the plan. If you want to, so you can remove the baseline by clicking none here, right? If you want to remove something, you select the row and just click on delete. You can delete the activity. If you want to add something, you can click the activity above, insert activity, or insert below. You can do that also. That can also be done. You can insert up and you can insert down. You can insert the activity. But I want to delete it, so I just select it and then delete it. The row will be deleted. You can make the child also. You can make, so assume that milestone one has multiple So these are the activity which is a subtask of requirement. I can make this as a subtask. You can make that also, and the project plan is ready. Now, if you want to take the printout of this, you can click on print and you can create, you want task list or you want a Gantt chart that can be converted into PDF, PNG, and HTML, and it can be sent on a mail. The other, so if you want to export this Gantter into a local Gantter file, you can do that also and import into the Gantter. If somebody is using it, you can give this local file and it can be imported. You can also export the file into MS Project file. You can also export this into a CSV file, and it can also be imported. You can import, if you see the other option, import local file, import MS Project. You can do the import also for these. So this is on the project plan. I think I'm covered a lot of. Covered the project plan. If you have any query, you can definitely ask. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.